Are we alive? Yes, we are alive. We are very much alive. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Good lord, it took forever to do what I wanted to do, but I am so happy. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay. 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 Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Woo! Jesus. Okay. Uh, Let me just say to everyone as the stream starts, welcome in. Sorry, I am about gosh, almost 15 minutes late. I went to go grab a soda from downstairs, realizing I don't have soda here. So what I did was I made a quick trip to Sheets near my house, and I was originally gonna get soda, and then I got this thing that's like, if you ever been to an Auntie Anne's, they have like these icy, slushy things that are like blue raspberry. This tastes exactly like that, but I got like a movie theater large. So happy about it. But yes. So again, apologies for the lateness. But we are going to get back in to Vampyr where we left off, which was discovering, Mary's dead. We went to her funeral. We got to see Jonathan's sickly mother, and assumably like their butler or assistant. Um, and then Jonathan went to go and kind of confess and figure some stuff out. And then right before we got back to Pembroke, we saw Jonathan's maker, this sort of ethereal horned man, not fitting the casual depiction of a vampire. So it makes things even more complex now that Jonathan is like, he's not just a normal vampire. Whatever made him is ancient, like ancient. So in this stream, we're going to get back into it. So let me switch us all over. Okay. So yes, last time we talked to Edgar.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Oh God.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Is there anything you can tell me about the recent commotion here?
Many things can happen under
Hi,
cover of
Brandon.
night, Dr. Reed. But I took
I'm
no
doing good.
part in this massacre.
But did you see or hear anything?
I can't say I did, but the smell of fresh blood almost made me faint, Doctor.
I got sour punch straws, a slushie. We're doing good tonight.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal
Time has lost its effect on me.
How's your drawings
But the
going?
suffering continues.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
What on earth happened here?
I know, right? I'm gonna be like bouncing
Good
off the
evening,
walls.
Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Can you tell me anything about recent events at the hospital?
Before the shouts and the noises, I think I heard whispers coming from the stairs. 2 voices, maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices? What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Oh, cool.
Goodbye.
You and Korean barbecue are like peas in a pod, I swear.
I wonder why the Goswicks came here in the first place.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No, I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Don't worry, sir. Everything's going to be fine.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but well, maybe it was him.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Goodbye.
I wish I could be sick again. Oh, Jonathan. I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
I'm excited. I've been enjoying, like, for the sake of Twitch, I won't say, but the spicy October stuff. I've been enjoying it.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Huh.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Fair.
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Come at me,
Over
holy
the years, any
biatch.
pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
I think, in all honesty, if there was the discussion between being a vampire or being a werewolf, I think I would rather be a werewolf, if I'm gonna be just completely honest.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Aw, bitch, I gotta hear what Milton has to say about all this.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
You know how cute that would be, though?
Goodbye, Milton.
Hey, Doc.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
All I know is I ain't letting anyone rip my throat out in my sleep. I found myself a nice blade, Doc. I'm ready.
Okay.
It seems the Frewen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Really? That's fascinating. Can you explain why you choose Vampyr? Man, those guys are bitches to fight. Oh. Shit, that leech is fast. I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Ow. Jesus. There's so many. Limehouse Dock. Digby Booth.
Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Ah, Clay's wife.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
You never paid him a visit at the Pembroke Hospital, did you?
And I don't intend to. In Clay's case, I'm not against a medical mistake or a little help from the Spanish flu.
I know, like, I'm gonna be completely honest. When I was younger and Cox TV and internet came out, I was like, okay, like immature joke aside, it's a very unfortunate name, and like I just can't get past it sometimes.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Ghoul diggers.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Lovely.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
Oh my god, I took my straw out by accident. Sorry.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld.
Fair enough.
Since my
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
Eye for an eye, sort of thing, I guess.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Can I
As long as you...
What'd she sell?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? You got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
Wow. You have a pedo stash.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really. One of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know?
What an unfortunate name.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye.
Ooh, we haven't talked to Tom since the beginning of the game.
Mark my words, miss.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
I'm a tracker of these creatures.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy
Excuse
figure.
me.
Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Damn, that's depressing.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye. Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Oh, Sean's a good boy.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Goodbye, Miss...
I forget. I think these two have like a secret moment. Trying to look for something.
Run as far away from this place as I can.
Welcome back, Doc.
How is it?
Well,
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Okay.
Good.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange
Ichabod?
events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton.
Throgmorton.
Vampire hunter
Oh my god.
extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Throgmorton. My
I'd
god,
like to
what a
hear more
last
about
name.
these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Sounds like I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone
He's so
join.
full of it, yeah. Oh yeah.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I mean, fair. Just look at us.
Goodbye.
Flash. Oh.
Another disgusting ghoul did it, don't you think? I don't think so. Wounds are clean.
Uh-oh, he's got a special name.
I can't say.
Seems like the Guard of Priwen is on a short hunter's trail too.
Want some of this? Let's pin him down.
Oh, shit. Damn! Fuck me. Okay, that fucking flamethrower, that puts in some work. I mean, it is fire, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Ooh-wee. Okay.
Another disgusting ghoul did it, don't you? Easy does it, boys. We can deal with this murder. All of your bloody leeches need killing. Bloody murder! Die!
Oh my goodness, sorry, that was the most disgusting burp I think I've ever heard in my life.
Want some of this?
Jeez. Bite ya! No, you're blocking me! Fuck off. The Lower Thames Banks.
It's one of them!
Ooh, stalls. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Killing's all you deserve. Bloody monster!
Sweet, now I have a shortcut. We literally just went from here. Big boss fight. Oh gosh, okay. And there's more people! Good god. This, ooh. That's a big boy. Not the anti-vampire. Who's this lady?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Some things never change. Some things never change.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Goddamn.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an
Oh.
enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Damn.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
Had the same thing said to me.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
This Seymour worries me.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town.
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
She's much more positive than her sister.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself. You better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why'd you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye.
Much work to do.
Why the long face?
Oh my god. I forgot this is what Sean ends up looking like. My god.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Ew.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
So wait, is he he's not a vampire. He's not at least acting like one. If he doesn't need to drink blood, does that just mean that Sean is a higher level Skull?
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
Touché, Sean. Touché.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Give a dog a bad name. Oh. Okay, so there's a few things I want to do before we go do that stuff for Sean.
I hope they'll all return to the shadows.
Oh, now he's here.
The epidemic has passed.
Okay. We have made a shortcut for ourselves, so let's go up here. And let's see what we need to make. So Dyson needs a fatigue. And we still can't do anything about headaches or migraines. So let's get fatigue going. Poor man. Fatigue. Okay. God dang. That thing packs a punch. That is a werewolf. I don't want to fuck with that. Fuck off, you fluffy bitch. Okay. This thing's level 22. I know my limits.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Cheeky bitch.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Ow. That's one thing I heard from a friend where, I don't know if he has that same mindset now, and I won't say his name or anything, but he said, it doesn't matter, like, why waste energy thinking and hypothesizing about dreams, instead of just trying to do them? And I'm like, well, you know, there is always the hypothetical of wanting dreams, wanting an aspiration to work towards, but he's like, that's cute, but if it's out of the realm of what you truly can understand and comprehend and afford, why dream of it in the first place? I was like, That's a very grounded perspective, but it also is a quite depressing perspective because I feel like you can become very jaded in that way, where if you don't allow yourself some form of lofty dreams or wants or something to put a little smile or idea in the back of your head, and then down the road you never know what you might achieve in life, that's one of those things that always kind of irked me about this one friend. But almost all my friends to some degree have hopes and dreams to some extent. So, I mean, at least that's nice. Sounds like a fun person. He is an interesting person. I think that's the best way I can put it.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Is it true Sean Hampton saved your life?
Yeah. The sad saint grabbed my soggy ass and brought me back to the pier after I fell into the canal. I was a wreck back then.
And yet you're still drowning in cheap liquor.
Sean Hampton really acted like a saint that day. But I suppose I'm just another lost soul who doesn't deserve to be saved.
That's depressing.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
God! You're just a pocket full of sunshine.
No reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. A bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. Now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Oof.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Okay, let me think. Oh, jeez Louise. I'm wondering what we do. feel like we need to do some side quests because I feel
it's locked, all right.
I feel like underpowered. Maybe we can go back to Whitechapel and we can see about trying to get some more experience, resting another night, and leveling Jonathan up a bit more. I can use the force on your blood. Oh, this is actually a better way to get from Pembroke to there. Much safer too than going about the streets. Man, so many medical things now at the hospital. It's actually quite nice. So she's probably at the cemetery. Ah, Jesus. He loaded in.
This was mine!
Oh, you fucking bitch. Dumbass. Oh, damn it. I forgot we can't get to the rest of Whitechapel from this way because it's dead end. Oh, bitch. There we go.
Get them weapons ready! Fire, demon! Fire! Cannot be defeated! Fine, I'll take it. Roll back to the hell that spawned you! Watch out! It's fast! God walks with me!
God.
Roll back to the hell!
God. Ugh. The world's starting to get a little bit big now that we have like what, 3 of the 4 districts open to ourselves. I think the only place that we don't have is the West End.
There's one of them!
Oh my god, you little cunt! Die! You and your stupid torch!
Steady, boy!
Nah. Ha 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 ha. That is good. It's all the way over here.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
Ooh, I gotta
At
get the
this
food.
time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
Sadness can be a terrible trap. It can entangle you and weaken your heart if you let it control your thoughts.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Okay, widow in distress done. So now we gotta go talk to the creepy ass priest man who probably does bad things in the night, and tell him that the guy he sent out died. Damn it. We need one common handle and then I could get it to level 3. Chicken mac and cheese. Ooh. That sounds good. I am a bacon mac and cheese man. Cool, like, superhero, landing, Jonathan.
Against malevolence and trickery.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Rational delusions. Sure.
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burned those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save each night.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead, and feeding on the fear of the dying.
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast.
Oh.
The announcement of
Hi,
her
boy.
return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
She's the Lady Gaga song?
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery to buy?
I said.
You...
Okay. So now, we just gotta go and retrieve a box. Get someone to bite me the way Jonathan bites Skull. No, never mind. Never mind. I don't have someone like that. I mean, art-wise, I do. Ow. Ah, fuck. Ah! Oh, God. All y'all being sassy tonight. Where is his?
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. There's a letter inside.
Barrett, there's no easy way to say this, so I'm going to be blunt. We can't keep on like this. At least I can't keep on like this. If Joe ever finds out about us, about his wife and his best friend, it will crush him, and he will kill you. We had some good time together, but let's face it, I'm never going to be your Jane Lewis. Oh no.
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
T. Shade.
No match for the Swanborough podium.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your... Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Goodbye.
You again?
Good.
I don't know who we give it to. Do we give it to Joe or do we give it to Barrett? If we give it to Joe, I'm like, is he gonna kill someone?
How long have we known each other? Well, we even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Let's give it to Barrett. I don't want to like make things worse for Joe's son.
You never... I found this box in an abandoned building nearby. I believe it belongs to you.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that roam around there. Extraordinary.
I suppose I was lucky.
Luck is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
About this package, it's not just tools and trinkets, is it?
I want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
Goodbye.
Okay. So looking at everything, that now makes everything for Whitechapel done. That makes everything for Pembroke done. Now it'd be the local investigations of the dock.
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been...
So wait.
You never...
Right.
Right then.
We need a common... I want to see something. I really want to upgrade our club. Common handle part. Shit. I should have bought a common handle part. I didn't read well enough. I wonder if he even has a common handle part.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Right then.
Yes, she does. Oh, my fingers. My fingies, they hurt. Okay. I think it would be good to start having two-handed weapon. Nice. Whew, so I guess now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back down to the docks, and I guess we're going to go where Sean told us to go. Wrong way.
When science fails you, this is you.
God, I was looking at the clip where we talked to that lady for the first time, and I was like, man, that woman is a sex person, and she is not ashamed in any which way. And I was like, power to ya.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
I'm broke. I'm curious if you talk to Clay's wife, what he'll say. Oh, it has to load. We move too fast to talk to Clay.
We were supposed to be safe. Oh, what a fucking joke.
Hey, Doc.
That was crazy.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything new. That's lame. I know, I do it a lot as a habit because it's technically faster than running. And there literally is no fast travel in this game. I wish there was. Just because sometimes when you have to start healing a bunch of people, it does get a little tedious. Like rolling in Zelda, yeah. Plus, it's just a tactile experience for me. You get to like press buttons and it just feels good rather than just holding the button down and running for ages.
Someone's playing a right strange game. Now I'm gonna find out.
The sewer dog's fault, they say, in the game.
Okay. For once, we are going to be doing a freaking mission. Because I feel like we haven't done one. Like, we basically went to the cemetery last episode and then that was it. God damn it. Ooh. Holy shit. What is this club? Holy shit. We just wrecked him.
Best be moving on. Look like that!
Oh my god, I just fucked up one of the staff guys. Holy crap. What is this staff? I mean, club. I love this thing. Oh my god. The power of two-handed weapons, like Dark Souls. Plus it does health damage and it does, stamina damage. Oh, that's lovely. Guess just more and more ways to get around. Oh no, not the rats, Jonathan.
Thirst for blood.
Not the rats. Man, maybe that's a game I should stream sometime. Stream Plague's Tale.
Watch out, boys. Christ, he's dead.
Give me all the ketchup. Yeah. Yeah. I like this weapon. Ooh, that feels good.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. Should investigate further.
It's annoying having a little frickin' bitch with a machete smacking my cheeks. Alright. Bring it on. Oh my god! I like how he said that. Nice. Into the sewers! Why do I remember this also being creepy? There's just a lot of creepy stuff with this game.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level. That gate should shut properly now.
There we go. This way? Is it as simple as that? No, like, crazy puzzle? I guess because that was the puzzle. Oh. Don't like that. Did not like those noises. If something sneaks up on me, I'm gonna bludgeon them. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope, I don't like it. Even in my bright-ass bedroom right now, I don't like it. Oh, this guy.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity.
Bring it.
So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Ah, he got me with the uppercut.
How you cannot comprehend. Whence do you vanish? Slaughter these scalds while singing your name. You found your death in me. Banshee, the hand that crushes all.
Ah, damn it, Jonathan. Running out of stamina at the wrong time.
Spill my blood to the pit.
Damn it.
Down, stay down. Your blood is.
Hold on.
Lay down.
Come on. Ugh. Fuck you. Defeat the beast. This way. I know, eat shit.
At least one skull escaped Virgil's wrath. The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far. How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Ugh. It's in a circle. Hold on.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst. This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Virgil is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire Society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scout.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of Immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
So was it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
The guard of Prewan is hunting him. He is suspected of murder.
The Scars have always been hunted by humans and vampires alike. I teach them how to survive against the odds.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive.
Oh.
That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you, she is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
God, being a skull must just be pain in a way.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Oh, she looks like shit.
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor.
Ew, look at her.
Full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
Your room. The blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Your room.
Oops, my bad.
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
You sought vengeance by your own hand, and someone else obliged you. Very convenient. Don't lie to me.
I don't lie. I saw him near the docks, and rightly I wished him dead. and I am happy he is. It's true. But I didn't kill him. I was too tired.
Enjoy your barbecue time, Brandon. You have to tell me. I don't get Korean barbecue enough. Last time I think I had it was before the pandemic.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness. Quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
Why do you live here, amongst filth and vermin?
Live. Here we hide.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Shornhampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Thank you, old Bridget.
Let's explore.
How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time.
Let's level up. This is the best point we're gonna get. An ultimate. Abyss. You create a shadow vortex at your target's feet. Coming to light, the shadows interrupt an enemy in the area and inflict tremendous damage. You focus on causing to violently explode damage to target anything nearby. I think Blood Cauldron might be the best thing. Okay. I need stronger healing. Let's see. Perfect. That puts us up at level 15. The following night. Stable. Stable. To healthy. The prices and stocks of merchants in this district may have changed. So everything is in stable or healthy right now, which is good.
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Sounds like Gollum.
Bridget says you are one to trust. We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
Oh my god. What do you guys look like up close? Oh. Sorry to this man. Good God, I feel bad for these people. Let's see. Where are we?
It's locked.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
Ew.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
Oh, that word's always funny.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius.
Yeah, I don't know why. The word's funny.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
Yeah.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
So this is kind of a sucky thing, but if we kill Sean, this entire district goes crazy, which makes it harder for us. If we spare him, then it's not necessarily perfect. I think the third option is he drinks Jonathan's blood and it cures his like desire for blood forever. I don't remember what happens with this option, but we're not embracing it. Embracing would be the worst option you can do out of all three of these, because if you do it, if you kill any pillar of any district, it will ruin everything. So it's like no matter how good your district was, whether it was healthy or not, it'll go straight into like I forgot what the lowest one is, but it'll go into chaos essentially. So we'll spare him.
I believe you, Sean. In fact, I envy the peace you found and will remember it.
There is love and compassion in your heart. You only need to give it wings.
Thank you for your kind words, Sean. Continue your noble efforts. You are a good man in bad times.
Keep to the light, my friend. Like all my flock, you have a home here. Anytime you're in the neighborhood.
Cool. Well. Oh. Mesmerize level went up. Oh my.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game. I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father. "29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Okay. Well, I think we made significant progress in all of this, but we are... God, we've already been gone for 2 hours and 13 minutes. Goodness gracious. Well, I think I'm going to end it here. I have some personal art and things that I want to get to tonight. But, yes, basically I'm going to do the same thing, I believe, next weekend. I don't believe I have anything coming up next weekend. So I am going to be streaming probably Friday and Saturday again this coming weekend. So if you all want to come and watch. Friday, it's going to be the same thing. Friday's going to be at 8 or 8:30, around then. And then Saturday will be around 7:30 p.m. Hopefully nothing crazy happens this coming weekend, because I don't need that. But anyway, I thank you all for coming by tonight. And what do you have to do to get the third option? So I usually try to be very thorough, and this is why it pays probably to do even better than I'm doing, which is talking to almost everyone in a district when you are searching for a person. And that is because generally you are learning from different people the backstory, in this case Sean. So I must have missed someone significant and some path, but it's fine. I mean, worst comes to worst, I mean, like, this isn't a perfect run, but it'll be pretty damn good. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna go. I hope that you all have a great rest of your Saturday night. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Have a great night, everyone.